Perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Jim, see making a difference here?
I think an awful lot's going to be asked of this fella Zubamendi here, but being such a smart player, I expect him to pass the test with flying colours. He's making up the extra centre-half at times, as well as making those deep, long runs towards the box. I think a cracking player with a very disciplined game.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. And we're underway. Rice. Timber. Rice. Calafiori. And it's Marino. Martinelli. He's having a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Lefebvre. Xhaka forwards and with intent. Over to the left. Rice cuts it out. Merino. Arsenal are enjoying a lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. And a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Masuaku. Isidore. He's felt... And the shot! There it is! A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Decent chance!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you...
There's the shot! They scored! That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Petralda looks to the other side. Timber with a definite fell there. Oh, perfectly measured that. Saka, he's got away. Martinelli. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Martinelli! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Granit Xhaka. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. Plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest. Chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. DiMarco chooses to go cross-field, and it's Barella. Oh, he's found support out wide. Up he goes! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Turan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Dumfries. Barella. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Out towards the flank. Gets his head on it! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Inter, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Çalhanoğlu looks to the other side, but it's Denzel Dumfries. Now it's and Martinez! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Martinez with the short one. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's played forward. He's found a way through. It is quite a run he's making here. Now can he find a finish? Goes to finish! Bastoni gets rid without sophistication. And here's Saka. Over to the left. Oh, nice touch. Oh, look at the shapes to shoot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
This possibly the last play of the half. That's going to go a long way. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs